Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we're going to be continuing with this Transit Connect for Mark, one of my subscribers. That's his van. He come over yesterday. Nice to see you yesterday, Mark. Yeah, it's always nice to see some of my followers and supporters. So yeah, had a good chat. He dropped off some bits and pieces. We've got some more oil, engine oil. We've got the transmission oil. The antifreeze he dropped off as well. Don't need the antifreeze yet because we haven't got the rad pack. We've got a plan going forward with all the bits we need, so that's good. I've got to go off and get the bonnet for this van in a little while, so I've got to drive to Chelmsford. I'll pick that up. It's about an hour there, hour and back or whatever. But yeah, I'll pick that up in a little while. But we're going to continue with this for the minute. Got some bits and pieces to do. I think we're going to probably do the transmission oil first. We'll get on with that. So yeah, what happened yesterday? Oh, yesterday I had my other jab in my arm. So now I'm double jabbed. So all good, yeah, got to do it. What else happened? Oh yeah, I had another message from someone who's been interested in me for fixing their car. Basically what's happened, it's a BMW and his wife was driving it and she pulled out of a turn-in, and it was a lot of another car blocking her view, and she couldn't really see what was coming. And yeah, she pulled out and a car hit her. So that's got front end damage, a red BMW, I think it's a 320 diesel. And yeah, he's in contact with me. He wants me to have a look at it, see what I can do. The insurance company, I've already turned and said it's going to cost about $7,000 to fix that Beamer. And they want to write it off. And the guy was like, no, I don't really want to write it off. I want to see if I can get it fixed. So that is potentially, you never know. It might come off, it might not. He's in discussions with the insurance company, all that sort of stuff. So they've got to sort all that out first before he decides whether or not I can do it for him. But it's not going to cost nowhere near $7,000 to be able to fix it for him. Nowhere near. So I'll have to have a good look at it, but I don't know. I could probably do it for him for about three and a half. But yeah, it's another little project for the channel. Something else a little bit different. BMW, yeah, they're more expensive, more parts or whatever. So, but I just thought, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? If the money's there to be made and a bit of labour, then I'll do it for him. No problem at all. So that's that, guys. Yeah, before we get into it, again, appreciate all the support. Don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say on this video or any other video that I'm doing or anything that I'm up to. And yeah, I'm definitely here. I'm about, if you need me to talk about anything. So that's enough waffling. Let's crack in with this one. Let's do this. So guys, yeah, as I was saying, let's start with this transmission oil change first, gearbox. And yeah, Mark drops it over, and here it is over here. I think it takes two and a half bottles, so 2.5 litres, but we'll fill it up. We'll drain the old stuff out and fill it up until it's at its point. I will pull it out and put it in a container so I know exactly how much has come out, and yeah, we'll see how much goes back in, but how much is lost. I don't really particularly think not a lot has gone out of this because it's not done a lot of miles and it's not old. It's still a newish van, to be honest with you. So yeah, but what I've got to do is I've got to sort of jack it up a little bit, and you can see that obviously that's the fill plug here, and it is to undo it. It is a H8 Allen key bit, and you just undo that plug, and then so that's the fill plug. The drain plug is underneath. So let's take her up a little bit. I'll show you the drain. Too high. So we are now underneath, and that there is the drain plug, which is the same bit, H8. Just put it in like that. undo it, drain it out, and then fill it up here. So yeah, that's how we do it. I'll stick it on a tripod. Let's stick it on time lapse. You'll see me drain it out, and let's see how much we got. Right, okay guys, so I was just left that to drain for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just to see what it come out. And yeah, we've got, you can see that's 1 litre, and that's the 2 litre mark, and it's just there. So probably 1.7, 1.8 litres. And I've checked it out on the book with on Google, and it's saying that it should take about 1.9 litres. So yeah, nothing else is coming out. What I might do though, I might just drop it down on the floor. That might change it a little bit. Let me do that and I'll come back to you. Let me just lower it down, and let me see if any more comes out, because of the way that it's maybe sitting on the ramp, on the lift. So yeah, I want to rule that out. So let me do that first, and I'll come back to you in a sec, guys. Okay guys, so you can see I've dropped the van down now, so it's kind of, you know, on the floor rather than up in the air, and a little bit uneven. I don't know if the floor's even, you know, it's just one of them things. But not a lot really is coming back out. You can see there's a few drips there in the middle, but nothing really major is coming out. But what I'll do is, just in case, I'll just leave it like dripping away for now. We'll move on to other things. We'll get those bits and pieces done, and then I'll drive out. I'll grab this bonnet, because that's going to take me an hour. So that by the time I get back, there's no way. But yeah, so by the time I get back, that's enough time for it to be definitely sort of drained out. So right, let's move on to the oil, the engine oil. Remember, I put 5 litres of oil in this engine. I drained all the old stuff out, and I said, no, it's not enough. So then, as I was looking over here on the old bonnet, 6.2 litres max. So yeah, it needs another litre, 1.2 litres going in. So I'll put a litre in there, and I'll slowly put some more in, keep checking it when I've done it. So there we go. Yeah, it's quite a lot of oil in this one. So yeah, I can crack on with that. Let's get that filled up. What else? Oh, the cabin filter, we'll do that as well, but need to stick some oil in this first. So I'll set you up, guys. Let's do that first, and then we'll move on to the cabin filter. Right guys, that is the oil done, topped up. I will do a final check once the engine is running, once it's up to temperature and all that sort of stuff. I will do an absolute final check once it's outside on some more level ground. If it needs some, I'll top it up. But for now, it's right up to the max point on the dipstick. So that's good. I'm happy. So let's leave that. And we're still leaving the actual transmission oil just draining away. Let's move on to the cabin filter. So the cabin filter is what we've got here, and new one Mark brought it over for me to replace, and that is in the passenger side under here. And it's just, you can just see it there, just the bottom of it. It's in this little case thing here, just pops off. But really we need to get this under tray off first so we can get access to it. There's a few clips, just need to pop them off, and then that'll give us access to that cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, there we go. So yeah, it's a little bit more exposed now. You can see the casing here. There's a little clip there, one each side, and you just sort of squeeze them together, and then that sort of just pops down. So like little clips at the top that just flick off, and then that gives us access to the filter. I should have really got a pick or something to get this out with. Can I get it? Oh, yeah, I can get it. Oh, it looks dirty. It does look dirty. Cool, yeah, that is dirty. So that's a good job for changing this. Good job, good job. And you can see the airflow is pointing inwards like that. So I'll just replace it. Original. This might be an original one. Don't know about that. Anyway, yeah, I'm changing it for a new one. So there we go. It's the dirty old one, and this is the clean new one. And it basically just goes in like that, yeah. So I'll put this one in, and that'll be that done. So I'll come back to you in a sec, guys, when I've done this, yeah? Right, okay, I got it done. It's a bit fiddly, a bit tricky, but it's in. New one's there. So all we've got to do now is just get this cover back on. This is really fiddly. Trying to do this one-handed, but I'll give it a quick go. Oh, there we go. Lovely. It worked out really well. So that's all back on, all done. Yeah, cabin filter sorted. Right, now just put the cover back on. This cover, let's put that back on. It sort of hooks on the back on top of that fuse thing. There's hooks like that, flicks up like that, and that's it. That's it, pretty quick. Done. So there we go, cabin filter is all sorted. Okay, let's move on. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go off, I'm going to grab that bonnet, come back, and then we'll have a look at this tray, see what else has come out. Probably just be a few drips, but I can't imagine anything sort of serious coming out anymore now. That's going to be the end of that, and I can fill it back up, and then I can show you the bonnet that I've got. So let me go off, guys. Let me go and pick this the bonnet up from Chelmsford, and then I'll come back, and then we'll crack on and carry on with this van. So yeah, let's do this. Right, guys, I'm back. Just picked up the bonnet, and yeah, just want to quickly check this. Oh, where's my torch? Let me just drag it out. Hardly anything. So yeah, I've been gone a couple of hours, so that's good. It means it's empty. So let me show you the bonnet I got. It's this one here. Let me zoom out a little bit. That's it. So yeah, I managed to get this white one. It has got a few marks on it, but no dents. They're just like, see these little bits here? These are for when the guy said that it was sign written on the front, and he reckons the insurance company or whoever took off the writing and the signage, just done some digs. But it's only digs from the paint. It's not like dents in the actual metalwork. I've checked over the whole bonnet. It's in really good condition, and obviously it's going to be painted anyway. So this just needs a little bit of prep work to it, just rubbing down and stuff. But I'll probably do that sort of next week or whatever. Just take it outside and then get the sander, the cordless sander that I've got, and then just run over the whole lot and get it ready for paint, really, for the guy to paint over. So, but there you go. That's the bonnet sorted. And here, at least it's here now. I've got the part, and we can just crack on and carry on. So, right, what's the next thing to do? So, I think what we're going to do now then, I'll leave it down like this, and then I'm going to fill it back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this funnel, and I'm going to put the funnel bit in the actual fill up point here. And it goes in there, push it in, and then that way I can hold it like this, and then fill it up. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll put 2 litres in, and then pull it out, and then let it drain out. Let it come back out until it stops level with the actual top of the filler cap. So just so it stops here. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me set you up, and I'll crack on and get that done. But before I do that, obviously got to put the cap, the drain plug on the other side. Just put that on and do that up. I think it was 25 Newton meters. 25 Newton meters it's got to go up to. So I'll do that up first, the drain plug, and then we'll fill it up. But I'll set you up, guys, so you can see what I'm doing. Right, I just wanted to quickly stop and show you what was going on. So basically, originally I found that it's saying that it's 1.9 litres of gearbox oil. But then once I started looking on like Ford forums and stuff like that, I just checked just to make sure. I just want to double check everything. And I've checked, and it's now, some people are saying that it takes 2.5 litres of gearbox oil, which more or less is correct, really. So just right, because those two are empty, and then this one, the third one, I'm kind of nearly down to half of that. So that'll be correct. 2.5 litres of gearbox oil. So, but what I want to quickly show you is that I filled it right up, and then I kind of it's I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's backing up into the tube. So it's kind of about here, so that when I pull this out now, it will just find its own level, because it's full up kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what I want to do is I'm going to pull it, and then the oil's going to drip down, and then that's going to be like our sort of maximum point. So there we go. So now you can see that the oil, let me get this out of the way. So you can see the oil is now dripping down to its level point, which is where I want it. Do you know what I mean? So really, I'm just going to let that come out a little bit more. But yeah, as soon as it starts to get a little bit sort of drippy, I'm going to whack it in, and that's it. That's full up. you'll see in a minute that that will start sort of being a little bit spitty, a little bit drippy. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on in. It's taking longer than I thought. Come on. I did put a bit in there, to be honest with you. I want to make sure that it was, you know, it was right filled up. So it's just emptying the excess what it doesn't need really, or shouldn't need. But I'm going to put it there because you know, maybe the floor's a slight angle. I don't know. So let me just plug it up there. So there we go. So again, we'll just zip this up to 25 Newton meters. Like that. And that's done. That is the gearbox oil changed. So yeah, another little step forward in this van. That's done. Oil's done. What can we move on to next? So, I think what we'll do, now that's all sorted out, let's get the, because we've done the fuel filter, I don't know if it's going to prime properly. So what we'll do is, let's do this. Put that on there. And let's see if she'll fire. She might not like it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime it a few times first. So take the key out, key back in, on first, back out. So all I'm doing is trying to help the system prime. This might not work, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and then you've got to keep just turning it over until it pushes the air through, because there's going to be a little bit of air in the system because of... Let's try. Oh, nice. Look at that. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, straight up, bang. So I've got all these lights to sort out. Still got engine management to look at, airbag light to get off, stuff like that. So we've got to sort all these bits and pieces out, but there you go, it's running. Yes, sorry about that. I had to stop recording for a minute because, yeah, I had someone turn up asking me to do look at their car. So, yeah, I've got another little job coming in. But that's what happens, you know, because I'm here. People are driving past, driving in. Like I said to you before, there's a mechanic at the end, and he always has cars coming in and out, customers, people like looking for jobs, and they always stop. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes they stop and, you know, say, you know, what do you do then? So it's nice to get sort of jobs like that. Obviously, people want me to help out. A guy just turned up with a switch for his convertible. And he can't get the he's got the replacement switch but can't get it, can't change it because the central console is covering it and stuff. So he's going to come back next week and I'll show you guys probably that one as well. But for now, let's get back to this. So yeah, where was we? So we was running this, weren't we? Foot on the clutch, But I don't want to run it for too long, like I said, because obviously the coolant's not in it and stuff like that, and we're not connected. But just want to get it running, get it through. Engine service now, so we'll just we'll get that off as well, and clear that information. He'll start assist not available. We'll sort that out, see what's going on, and stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. Let's turn her off. So at least I know now that, you know, I've done the oil, done the gearbox oil, we've done the services part of it, and we can move on to the other bits that need doing around this van. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to the seat belts. I'm just going to disconnect the battery. Pull that off like that. Put that back over there in case it wants to flick back over. So yeah, now that's disconnected the battery, we can move on and do the seat belts right now. So the seat belts, I didn't know that this had 3 seat belts in it. I didn't see it. It was tucked behind here, look, and that's blown as well. You can see it blown. So that's going to need renewing, plus the driver's and the passenger one as well. But I've only got the driver and the passenger one at the minute. But I have ordered this one and it's being delivered. So hopefully it should come in a couple of days, hopefully. But we can definitely move on to these ones. We can go at these, changing these over. So I think what we'll do is I'll set you up on the other side. We'll take the seat out. We'll get this seat belt changed over. Obviously going to clean underneath as well for him, because as you know, I don't like putting seats back if the underneath's dirty and filthy. So we'll give that a good clean, proper good clean. But let's crack on with this first. Let's get this seat belt and changed over, and then we'll move on to the driver one. We'll move on to the passenger one, driver first. So let's do this. Right, what a load of crap that's in here. I want to clean this right up for him before I put this back. But as you can see, or as you just saw, seatbelt has changed. So that's the driver's one done. So that's good. I think I'm going to take this passenger one off. Like I said to you before, I haven't got it. It's on order. But I think whilst I've got the seat out, I'll just whip it off. It's a bolt at the bottom. Get behind this casing here, get that off, and there's a bolt at the top, and then that's it really. So yeah, I'll swap that. I'll get that out for now. Get this all cleaned out. Give us a good clean up as well, and yeah, we'll move on to that one over there. Do that passenger one, but let me just sort this out first, guys, and then I'll come back to you. And then we'll jump on the passenger one. So yeah, let's do this. So there we go, guys. That's done. And that seat belt's done as well. Yeah, passenger one is done and sort of a little bit fiddly because I didn't really want to take these seats out because of all this mechanism and stuff and all that. It's just well fiddly, and I didn't want to mess it all up. So yeah, I did it in place at the end. In the end, and I've started to clean up already. You can see how clean it is already. But I'm just going to wipe it all over and sort that out. And yeah, a little bit fiddly, but I managed to get it done in the end. Just that bottom bolt was the fiddly one. I'm going to clean the seats, use the carpet cleaner, upholstery cleaner, and give these a good clean. I'll clean the driver's one as well before I put it back. I'm not going to put that back until I've done this central. Done this central seatbelt anyway, so that can stay there. So. Quite sure if I'm going to be able to do anything else today on this. Really running out of time today, and yeah, sort of struggling to see what else I can get done. I'm probably going to call it there, guys, on this one, and we're going to come back on Monday, hopefully on this one. If I can get the radiator and the aircon all sorted out on the front panel, then obviously I'll start on finishing off the front end, but. We'll see about Monday's video. But for today's video, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Really appreciate the support. It is absolutely baking today, and it's supposed to get even hotter at the weekend. So, yeah, enjoy yourselves, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.